Hello everybody, this is Serpent. Welcome back to another episode in iCraft. And today is an important day because I am trying, because the season is coming to a close sometime quite soon. And I am trying to finish off as much of my base as possible before that happens. And so, today I will be making a very large push to get a lot of work done, do stuff like that. And I'm going to be starting and finishing with the stuff that makes the most visual impact overall, because I've got no real need for functional impact, seeing as the series is ending. So the best thing for it is just to work on what does everything look like. I want to wrap up the building of the entire thing. And so, I need to find myself some concrete powder because I go through that so fast. I'm pretty sure I don't have any supplies in here, just double checking one last time, but it doesn't look like it. So I will basically just start working and then working some more and working some more, and then I'll see you back at the other end of a lot of work probably. Most of it we've already done before in the series, this is why I'm skipping it, and so I don't really feel too much of a need to show it all to you in the gory details, but I will be doing a lot of work, so see you on the other end of this cut. Well, I forget exactly where we left off. I do remember that last time I was speaking, my microphone wasn't this loud, so I'll have to remember to rebalance the audio levels, and that's because Waffles has been helping me with with reducing white noise in my recordings. Thank you very much for that, Waffles. Very much appreciated. But yeah, I'll have to remember to rebalance. Anyway, since the last recording session, though, you may notice that stuff has changed, and that's because I've been doing lots of stuff. Primarily, I've been trying to gather and use gravel at as high a rate as possible, but I've also built a little bit of bridge or boardwalk, and a bit more house, which is part of the gravel part, I guess. I haven't actually been as productive as I would have liked, though, because gravel is really hard to come by. It's really annoying. But yeah, I've built 2 houses. Well, actually, oh wow, I have no idea what the state of this stuff was last time I recorded. But I have this house pretty much done. Other than detailing. This house also, and that one over there. Now I've just got to do this one, and then I think I'm just going to remove the ones outside, because I've pretty much decided that there's not enough time left in the season, due to the fact that there's probably only about 6 days more that the server is going to be open. Anyway, I have to get some work done, in other words, but I have been doing so. And you can see that there's probably more concrete on the ground than last time I recorded as well. And that's because I've been placing a lot there too. So my main problem here is just gravel is very, very difficult to come by. So I may ask Shazam and or Mumbles if they have large, copious quantities of gravel laying around that they don't want. And if so, I shall snatch it. Anyway, I'm going to ask about that probably, and then I'll take a trip over to the Ender, because my tools are very, very much dead. I've broken several shovels in the water there, trying to get gravel, just due to the fact that I'm listening to a podcast while doing it, and I don't really pay a lot of attention. They weren't good shovels, but, they were shovels. So then, neither Shazam or Mumbles, well, okay, Mumbles is AFK, but Shazam doesn't have any more concrete. Gravel. Which I sort of expected. Gravel is hard to come by and is used to make pretty neat things, so... yeah, anyway. The point, though, is I am now going to head off to the Ender, and I'm just taking as many tools as I can find, so that I can repair as many of them as I can. except perhaps I shouldn't bother with the ones that don't have mending, because I don't have a lot of diamonds left. So perhaps you can go, and you can go, and you can go, and I guess that can go, sort of, but I'm using it. But yeah, that's basically where I am right now. Trying to find tools to repair so that I waste as little of my time as possible. Actually, change of plans, I just discovered some Christmas diamonds. Oh wait, no, I haven't put up my episode on that yet. Never mind, forget you ever saw anything. I just have a lot of diamonds lying around for no particular reason. None at all. Meh, not bad. A successful trip later, and I am back at spawn. Yeah, anyway, it's so yeah, I've got half a chest full of good tools, and now I can actually go out and start mining up some more gravel, which is, like I said, basically all that's holding me back here. Aha, I can see exactly one little pillar of snow right here. And another one, a couple more. That's funny. Anyway, I have a plan. So I want to finish off that building. I don't know if I've said this already. I'm recording this episode in lots and lots of little hunks. So I don't know if I've said this already, like I just said. But I want to finish off that last building there, and I want to put a roof on it and whatnot, and then I want to start decorating all of them. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I think this should probably be enough to finish off the last of that one there, but before I words. Why are they so hard? Anyway, before I want to decorate this thing and the other ones, I am going to build that thing. Alright, I think about now is probably time to get out of the rain and show you the finished product in just a moment when it exists. Well then, once again, it has been a long time. Not that long. Not as long as the previous cut. But there we go. I've got the border and the body of all of the buildings. I need to add some detail, and I need to add some windows. But yeah, it's looking cool. Making progress. Okay, so then, the next thing to be done is indeed the windows or the details. The details guide the windows, so I'll do them first. And they are pretty simple, really. They look cool, but they're pretty simple geometric shapes. Just some lines going across in various places, and then I fill in some gaps with the windows. So that's all good. That'll be not easy, but, well, I guess easy, but not quick, because there are a lot of them to be done, and each one is a task in and of itself. But yeah, we're making progress. We might have this mostly done by the time, let's see, it's the 27th. I've got another, looking at my calendar, 1, 2, 3, 4 days before the end of January, and I think that's when the season officially ends. So I've got some scramble time. But yeah, it's looking better. I have also done some cleaning up around the base, so I'll show you a little bit of that in just a moment once I've flooded the whole place. Go away, water. Don't want you touching my nice concrete around here. Because it's all already been transformed from powder. Anyway, I have done some refining of the area, so if I can ever get off the ground, I might occasionally show you. There's a chance I'll show you. Okay, so there are fewer holes. It's nice, right? I've gotten rid of all the mess that was never going to be finished. And that hole is yet to be filled. Probably that hole, little bit more around the houses itself, or the house complex itself, tower complex. I don't know whether I'll be finishing this river. We'll get to that when I've done other stuff, because at this point it's a matter of the old school homework problem. Do the stuff that's most important first, leave the stuff that isn't for later after you've finished the other bits. So, get rid of that. Yeah, other things like that. Basically, I need to maximize the amount of time I'm spending on things that impact the overall visual look of the base in the largest way possible. And that is generally has not referred to this ground. Much though I wish the ground was all concrete powder. I'm going to probably just add a little bit of fading out around the edges here, but for the most part, it's done in that respect. Yeah. So then, I guess, back to work. I'll start with the details, and then probably move on to the fade out around the edges. Or maybe I'll do that first, since I've been working on that for a long time. And I can definitely do both of them before the end of the season. Why did I have to put myself out with a water bucket? Ah. Darn it. That's the problem with concrete powder. You have to be careful. It exists in a quasi-stable state. Sooner or later, it's bound to turn into concrete. Well, I've done a little bit of work since that nasty water spill, and you might be able to tell that over here it fades out. Well, it doesn't, but I haven't done any fading yet. So what I have done is a border, but it's a sharp border because the idea here is that the entire area was covered in ash by some volcano or something that I never built, and or fiery pits, which I do actually want to build, but I'll see if I have time. Anyway, so it's covered with ash, and ash falls down, right? Might blow a little in, but it falls mostly down. And so the hard line is right underneath that ledge right there. And I haven't started doing any feathering on it because I don't think that's befitting of something that has been rendered an edge due to a sharp change in environment. And so over on that side, that'll have a lot of feathering because there's, well, okay, feathering, that's a word that probably doesn't mean a lot, but there will be a less sharp edge over there just because there is nothing to cause a sharp edge over there, whereas there is here. So I will continue with this style along this this line, this ridge, which is a really cool landform, by the way. Oh, but I do plan on doing some blurring on the other part. All right. So I have done some more stuff, as one might have expected, seeing as that's what I said last clip. You may have noticed in that brief view that this thing is now a stump of a tree with some concrete on top, the ash, and over here we have a little bit of edge blurring. This is basically what I want to do. It's not too time consuming. It's mostly simple and just stuff. Makes it look a little less unfinished, a little more finished, if you will. But I've also moved on to these buildings. I've moved on to the bottoms and top borders of the details, and it's actually looking a little bit better now. I've also expanded some of the concrete, some of the ash around into the center of the thing, so you might notice that on the way by as well. but you can see inside, if I get a good view of this, there's a stripe there, and a stripe there, that sort of thing. They're edges for the details within. And I won't be doing windows on these sides of the buildings. Don't worry, that's just a gigantic waste of time. But I will be doing windows on the outsides of the buildings. So yeah, I have also what was it? There was something else I wanted to say. It's gone. But I think I also expanded some more concrete over this way too. But I've started running out, and I wanted to spend it in the ways that would most quickly benefit me, so I could do the rest off camera and, you know, finish off the episode. Because I do want to finish off the episode. I've gotten a lot of progress done. This has to be out tomorrow anyway, so I want to, like I said, get it done as quickly as possible here. So that probably means no more jump cuts this episode. There will probably be more in the next one, if there is a next one. I believe there probably will be, but we'll see. I don't want to get too committed before I even start the thing. After all, it is right now. What is it? Can't see on my tiny little watch face. It says the 26th. I know that's a lie. Alright, I'll check my calendar. 29th. Okay. If you're wondering, I have my glasses off at the moment. That, in fact, is another story that I can use to fill the rest of the episode with. And that is just because my eyes have been getting a little bit sore since I've been looking at the computer screen for a long time. And since my eyes are short-sighted, maybe? Far-sighted? I don't know. Something like that. I see better far away than I do up close, whatever that refers to. And that means that I can't really read text on a computer screen from sitting back in my seat or anything, and I prefer to use glasses, obviously, for clearer reasons. Clearer reasons than my eyesight. And so, I decided to try taking my glasses off for a little bit, to see if that would help my eyesight, because I know that it's a good idea sometimes when you're working on a computer, try and intersperse once every hour or so, just look at something far away to get your focus off something so close to you, which will help relieve pain to your eyes when you're working for long periods of time. And so I decided to try and take my glasses off, because I am constantly focused at the furthest point that I can see when I've got my glasses off, and it's still not good enough, so it's trying as hard as it can, my eyes. And so I figured that hopefully that's pretty much the same thing, because I don't really want to spend a few minutes looking off into the void. And I don't really have anything that's 20 feet away from my eyeballs in this room, which is pretty much the same as infinity for our human monkey eyeballs. So yeah, I just tried taking them off. It seems to have worked, so you can try that too if you if you need to and you're not doing something that requires sharp focus. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Let's see. I had something else lined up that I was going to talk about. Don't have it lined up anymore. It slipped out of my brain. So I will ignore that. And probably this is going to be the end of the episode pretty much. But I'll think about it, see if there's anything else I wanted to say, and I'll get back to you. Probably after I do a little bit more filling around the base of that tower. Aha! Chimera did a pretty cool job on his volcano then. I wonder what's in the center. That's a great idea. Let's fly over in F5 mode, looking straight down into the lava pit. But no, it looks really cool. Nice. Excellent job there, Chimera. If you're wondering, I'm just over here gathering sand because I needed to. I never did remember what I was going to tell you, but it doesn't really matter anyway because I am about out of time. So then, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I will see you in the next one when hopefully we will either make more progress or show off cool stuff around the server. But in any case, I will see you later. Take care, and bye-bye.